So it's October 1st. Decided to drive up to the mighty north woods of Wisconsin today. Got a trail camera, the batteries are almost going to die. So I want to put a battery pack on that and drop a bunch more cams out where we kind of left off last year. Muzzle loader and try and find some deer sign from there. Right now, dropped one camera so far in a spot where I picked one up this summer. Had some velvet bucks on it, but I didn't want to leave it sit all year because the ferns get too tall in there and false trigger the camera all the time. So got one back in there. Gonna go put another one down on an old logging road where we had some bucks on the camera last year for the 2 weeks I think I had it out before I took it down. Looks like a bumper acorn crop. So the deer could be anywhere with all these acorns that are down, but maybe I can find a feed tree somewhere, but we'll see. So this trail here is where I had the camera last year. And there's the logging road. There's a swamp all back in here. And there's like a cedar swamp back in there. This is a ridge here, so I think I'm gonna put a camera out. I'm just not seeing enough recent sign to justify a cell cam. So I think I'm just gonna put out a regular one. Kind of up in there somewhere, is where a couple trails come together, and check it later. Cam 2 set up. Got a trail here and a trail right here, meeting at a Y. So hopefully we can get some deer squeezed down there. So this spot, we got this little open meadow. My brother shot at a pretty nice buck out here during rifle season, missed, but I got a camera up in the ridge line up there somewhere that I'm gonna use battery replacement, but I'm gonna take it down. It's been out here 8 months and it has not had one buck on it. Just a doe and a fawn since mid-November last year. So trying to find some bucks. So we're gonna move that one. Yeah, this cam was a major letdown. And you see a nice trail here. Lots of browse activity. Like I said, just does and fawns. Couldn't get a buck up here to save us at all, but I see the cam on this tree now. So we're gonna go ahead and find a new home. I came up on this new spot. Old licking branch here. Old scrape. Kind of goes out in a marsh here that intrigued me last year, but I never got into opportunity to explore. I got a crappy camera with me. I don't really care if it gets stolen, but I put it on that tree and just see what happens over the next couple weeks. What's coming in and out of here, because they're coming out of this bottom going up to a ridge top. And there's some acorns up there, but there was a big acorn tree with lots of caps under it, so I'm hoping that the deer have been doing all that, not the squirrels. So cam 3 set, got it pretty low on the tree because everything runs downhill to that scrape down there. So just trying to get the tops of their heads if they come in out of that swamp. We'll see, it kind of Y's in the two trails going up the ridge. So hopefully we get some intel from the North Woods the next time I come back up here. I mean, we've barely been up here in 20 years, so getting restarted is tough. But you can see it goes uphill. Just walked over a mile back in. So this mess, sweating like a pig. It's the hottest day of October, I think. It's gonna be 80 today. I found 0 recent sign of a buck anywhere so far today. Just shy of noon. I only got a couple more hours left. I was trying to get back to the farm to do some stuff yet today. A couple more spots to check. I'll probably only get maybe, I don't know, 2 more cameras out, and I'll have to leave, but we'll see. And then, not to mention, it rained quite a bit last night, so you're in full rain gear, trekking around, all this stuff, trying to stay dry. So it makes you get even hotter. But, I don't know, this Northwood stuff, it's tough. It's not like farm country. These deer are few and far between. Way back in here, the map says this is supposed to be a creek. It's more or less a lake. I don't know. Must be a beaver dam somewhere, I don't know. That's disappointing. I thought you could walk right across. Found an old ground blind back here. I have a thumbtack. It's a good spot to come back to later in the year and try and check for a sign then. With all the leaves on the ground. Can't really tell what's current trails and what's not, but there's no sign of any old buck activity. So I'm not going to waste a cam in here just yet. At a different spot that I checked out last year. As you can see in the sand, there's all kinds of deer tracks here on the side of the road. There's a pretty nice oak tree here too that's dropping. But there's a guy baiting back up in there last year. I'm sure he's doing it again this year, but the idea here is to set up across the street and cut the deer off. So it's only illegal if you're the one baiting, so might as well use him to your advantage, right? Alright. Got cam number 4 set. Also another one of my oldest, junkiest cams. Figure too close to the road to risk anything nice, so somebody wants to have this piece of junk, they can. Shooting down this way, hoping them deer are gonna come up through there and go across the road to where the guy's baiting. Just walking down to a spot where I shot my first and only ever buck up north 2 years ago. Go back in where I hunted last year. Try and get a camera in there on a transition line. I think hopefully there's some oaks, but we'll see. The tree I hunted out of last year is right here. Decent trail going down this transition. I'm actually going to go back towards the road that way and try and find where a bunch of trails come together to put the camera out. Cam 4 out. Trail dissipates like right there, so I didn't want to go any further. Another standard tree mount, one of my older cams, but obviously don't want to see that one gone. But hopefully it'll pick something up in here. I don't know. It's tough when you can't see where all the trails go. Just found this scrape after I dropped that other cam. Licking branch. You can see there's other twigs snapped off on some of these trees. But I can't see where somebody had a stand, but it looks like somebody hunted it. Got the cell cam back there. So hopefully some bucks come in. Get them on cam finally. out here at probably the last spot for the day before I leave. It's already 3 o'clock. I've been here 2 hours longer than I wanted to be. But there's a bunch of trail intersections back at the back of this pine lot. So I want to get a cam on that if it looks good. And then I think that'll be the 6th camera today that I got out. So that's pretty good. Said it's tough hunting in the north woods up here. Not a lot of deer, not a lot of sign. So it'd be really cool if I can get something on a couple. Oh, I'm such an idiot. So I just got all the way in here on this one. Hung the camera. Went to put the cable lock on, it was locked. Went to my bag to try and find the keys. Don't have them. So I'm hoping that they're laying underneath camera number 3 right now. So I'm not going to get this camera put out because I got to run all the way back to camera 3, try and find my keys, or whichever other cameras I think it's at, before it gets too late in the day and I gotta go home. So yeah, reminder to self, make sure you have everything before you leave your location. Oh, moment of truth. Let's see if they're sitting here. Oh yeah. I can't really see them in there. Oh, there they are right there. Much needed. Lots of trail cameras there on the keyring. Oh my god. Such a freaking moron. Well, words can't describe how happy I am now I found those keys. I only have one other set, but I've got so many cameras out between here now and back home, and I think all the rest of my locks are all locked in my box, so in order to put any more out I had to have the keys. So I'm ecstatic. Don't be an idiot like me out there. Stupidity, that's all I can say. Maybe it was the heat, I don't know. I'm getting pretty hot and dehydrated, but all in all, good day. I think, what was it, five cams out? And yeah, 5. So got 5 out in the Northwoods. It's October 1st. Cold front rolling in this next weekend, so hopefully that gets something to trigger on those cameras. I won't be back up here for a couple weeks or more to actually physically try and hunt and like check some of the cards. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try and get to western Wisconsin to put some cams out there because I want to rut hunt that during my vacation if I don't have a deer done or killed by then. All the southern Wisconsin stuff down by my house has been more hunters than deer, but I think I have 3 bucks total running cams for 2 months, no shooters. Trying to think. I have mostly all duck hunters, squirrel hunters, you name it. Not guys actually deer hunting. So, and those are my best spots. I don't know what's going on this year that all of a sudden everybody decided to take up different sports and hunt the crap out of it. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So, good luck to everybody else that's out in the woods right now. Hope you guys bag a big one.